Lani Palmisano, and I'm going to show you how to make Blue Magic spirulina pancakes. Pancakes that are bright and vibrant and will add a lot of color to your breakfast, as well as a punch of protein. To make Blue Magic spirulina pancakes, you're going to need some flour, butter, some cinnamon, 1 egg, vanilla extract, some nutmeg, sugar, baking powder, milk, and of course, this bright blue Magic spirulina. This is what's going to give the pancakes their color, as well as that extra boost of protein. First, all of the dry ingredients go in together. So that is my flour. I like to use some type of whole grain, or sometimes I like to use spelt as well. Spelt is a kind of ancient grain that is delicious. I'm gonna add to my flour a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon. Hopefully it doesn't pour out everywhere. Oh my gosh, I'm playing dangerously. There we go. About a ½ teaspoon, bam. See, I'm living life on the edge. Usually I would take off, I was being lazy. Usually I'd take off that little cover and scoop it out, but nope, not this time. All right, this is nutmeg, by the way. I've got like whole little nuggets of nutmeg here. So I like to use this, which is actually for zesting lemons, but I like to use it as kind of like a microplane because it has like a measuring component too. So measuring out my nutmeg, and I'm gonna want a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. So scrapey, scrapey. I also need 1 tablespoon of sugar. Oh goodness. I feel like it's so daunting. You see how big a tablespoon is, you're like, oh, that's a lot. But you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much. So that's all the dry ingredients, but now the most exciting ingredient, the Blue Magic spirulina. This is what's going to make the pancakes a very vivacious blue. As you could see, it is super duper bright. Let's see, 1 tablespoon's worth. And I feel like that's a lot, so I'm not gonna do like a whole, like a little bit goes a very long way with this stuff. So I'm just gonna do about like 3/4 of the actual tablespoon, because as you can see, it's already very bright. Like this is Smurf-like blue. This is a very vibrant blue. And kind of sift them all together. So you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what is Blue Magic spirulina and why is it so bright? There's other types of spirulina. Maybe you've seen the green spirulina, which is also a very bright and vibrant green. But this Blue Magic spirulina, this is naturally occurring. This is its actual color. It gets its color from phycocyanin, a type of protein that is found within this type of spirulina. And spirulina, even though it gets its nutrients through photosynthesis, much like a plant, it's actually a cyanin bacteria that altogether, all of the bacteria creates, you know, the algae. It's a type of microalgae. It's a very peculiar type of, I guess, bacteria, plant, not necessarily a plant, but it is loaded with protein. It's about 70% protein. So this is what's going to give the pancakes its vibrant blue color. And this is also what's going to give the pancakes a little bit of a boost of protein. Now that my dry ingredients have been blended together, it's time for the wet ingredients. So it's a 1/4 cup of melted butter, 1 egg, and 1½ cup of milk. Oh, and as you add the wet ingredients, you can kind of see how that blue is kind of taking over in the batter. And for a little bit of extra flavor, I want to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Ooh, kind of getting this a little bit everywhere. That's okay. Baking is a little messy. I embrace it. As long as I don't get this blue on my clothes. I haven't gotten this blue powder, this blue magic spirulina. I haven't gotten it on my clothes yet, but I'm not about to test it to see how much it stains. Now, I like to set my batter aside for at least 5 minutes. That way it breaks down the rest of those clumps. It also allows for it to be a little bit fluffier of a pancake. While that's setting aside, I'll get the griddle up and running and we'll make some pancakes. When it comes to pancakes, because they're so milky and so buttery, I think greasing up the griddle with some butter versus like say olive oil or something like that, way better pancake experience. Well, this griddle is ready for pancakes. All right. Yeah, so once your batter is done resting, like I had mentioned before, a minimum of 5 minutes. This allows the starches and the proteins to be released, and this allows for a fluffier pancake with less, less grit, less clumps. Once your batter is done resting, it's time to ladle it out and put it on your greased skillet. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, beautiful. And how's this one? This one's ready too. Yeah. The pancakes are all done, and yeah, you could serve them out just like this, sure, but with pancakes this beautiful, with these blue magic spirulina pancakes, you want to stack them up really high. You want to stack them, make a really beautiful presentation. So in addition to stacking them up nicely on a beautiful plate, I like to add some berries. I'm going to have some raspberries rather, some blackberries, some almonds. There we go. This is an ambitious stack of pancakes. I'm really proud. Really proud of how this turned out.